And we are about underway with our second bout in the ZIEHFREUND.com prelims. This is a bantamweight elimination bout.
Vega coming out with the kicks, trying to keep the distance. Bobby's putting pressure.
A couple of leg kicks exchanged each way. Bobby ZIEHFREUND holding their center right now. Blended into a takedown entry. He secures the takedown up against the fence right now. You have Antonio Vega trying to work his way up and a wall walk against the fence.
Oh, Bobby's already reaching for the Dagestani handcuff.
He's got it too. He locked it up quick.
Coach Jordan Titoni is calling for damage from Bobby ZIEHFREUND. And we mentioned this in a previous fight. You know, when you're in this position right here and when you're on the top, you've got to do enough to try to score, especially with someone who might have a quick trigger to pull you up like Bobby Wambach.
He's got that head and arm locked up. If he can pass it,
that's tight.
This is a wrestler special here. If he can pass over, yeah, that's tight. He's already going to answer the phone. If he can turn his head, he wants to get his head flat on the mat here. If he can get his head to the mat, step over to side control.
Bobby's got to get his lower half free.
Yeah, he needs to try to like knee slice through. He's got it locked. He's kind of losing it now.
Great job, though, to cook him in the process.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he's cooking him.
These punches from Antonio Vega on bottom are kind of without a cause. You don't want to be wasting energy throwing those punches when you're getting locked up.
And Bobby ZIEHFREUND holding that position right there from the top. Underhook from Vega.
He's having a hard time. Vega's doing a good job of staying connected. You know, these are amateurs, so they're not throwing elbows. It's hard to get a punch in here because he's doing such a good job of staying connected.
It is. As you mentioned right there, it's a really tough situation, and I mean, he's using the forearm shucks right now. Those aren't elbows that he threw. Big swing and a miss right there by Bobby ZIEHFREUND.
Somebody better go check the canvas.
Strong round right there by the former college wrestler in Bobby ZIEHFREUND. But gentlemen, if you are Freddie Sandoval in the red corner, what are you offering Antonio Vega right now?
I mean, he's got to start showing his uppercuts. He's got to start crowding the middle to kind of stop that pressure and that takedown. You know, nothing big, nothing looping, don't overswing, and just things that if he does shoot, you have the potential to catch him.
Certainly, and then on the flip side, we're not going to hold it against him, but he's wearing a Chicago Bears jacket here. But you know, what if you're Coach Jordan Titoni? Are you offering Bobby ZIEHFREUND?
Do the same thing you just did, because it's working.
Absolutely. I was going to say the exact same thing. He did a great job of pressuring him, cutting off the cage, blending his strikes to his wrestling, and then once it went to the mat, there was a clear discrepancy in skill there. So, you know, take it to where it's easiest for you to win.
And Antonio Vega said that you could expect him to be in a banger, so we'll see how he responds after that first round. Quick second to wipe up the canvas.
Bobby's coming out, putting on pressure again. Vega's throwing these kicks. Now he's throwing hands, but you can't throw naked kicks.
Bobby did a good job of not trying to chase. He cut the cage off. Locks up that takedown again up against the fence. can't see from my angle, but it looked like Vega might have tried to go for the Kimura trap on the takedown. It's on the opposite side of me, so I can't see the angle.
Nice and smooth with the passing. Love it. Hey, now let's go for fun inside position. Resettle in. Settle in again. Good job. Now let's find inside position. Head and hands inside.
Bobby ZIEHFREUND settling in on top right now. Right from that half guard position.
Keep punching until you need to recollect.
You know, I feel like more and more, guys, we see that half guard is a more advantageous position for that person on top versus having that side control, especially if you're looking to score and strike.
Yeah, side control, you have more options to get out. If you have them in half guard, you have that bottom leg stapled down there. They can't move. Advantageous for creating damage.
That head and arm locked up on the opposite side again. Nope, he just lost it. Vega's giving him that head and arm. He reaches over the head again.
He's giving him the head and arm, but he does have lockdown set up on that leg, so he can extend Bobby out and not allow him to get the full depth of that choke.
That leg's free now.
But the leg's free.
Free now if you want it.
Looking for a
Are
buggy
we going
choke.
buggy choke?
These can get tight quick, boys.
Oh, that head and arm.
If he can cross
Locks
over now,
it in.
he needs to step through now. Step through with his right leg and he'll get it.
He's peeling his leg
Yeah,
out. There
That's
it
gonna be it
is.
right there.
It
boys.
is. Might be close.
This
See
is
the face
this is
starting
it.
to change
This
right now,
is
and
it.
then
And
it's over.
over.
Your winner by second round arm triangle, Bobby ZIEHFREUND.
It was just a matter of time. Vega kept reaching over the head and kind of giving him that option, and he was controlling lower half, but eventually Bobby was able to knee slice through and find that. It was great work. He didn't overrush anything, didn't put himself in bad position, and was able to find the finish. That's what you want to see from these young guys.
Hey, especially as far as Bobby's approach, Bobby stuck to his guns. He knows what he does well. He knows what his game is. And he pretty much, if you were to have asked him, how are you going to draw up this contest, I don't think it's going to deviate too far off of what just happened.
And for a 2-0 amateur, Bobby looks very crisp, very clean, very confident. Took his time, didn't rush anything.
Yeah, and I do think that that could be potentially a credit. Yeah, he's only 2-0 at this point, but he has had, some years of training under his belt and a lot of mental reps, especially in the gym, while going through recovery of those injuries. So I think he's kind of like that starved dog that he was so long. Josh, you can relate to this when you first came out to Colorado and had to deal with a couple of injuries in that process.
Yeah.
Then you came firing out of a cannon, go on to win LFA Fighter of the Year, just completely separate guys from consciousness as soon as you were ready to be back. I think they were seeing a similar thing.
Yeah, you could tell Bobby definitely, this is the path that he wants. This is what he really has striving to be, and it shows in his performance.